Behind the cape. Um, if you want to, we can talk about Mr. Captain America's quote about how Captain America is not really about America that got everybody riled up. Insanity. I mean, let me say, I kind of understood what he was trying to get at, but you had to know saying that Captain America not really being about America was going to rile some people up.
Two things, and I guess I should go run and grab my list of Marcus was right, because I when we were being pitched this concept of Sam Wilson leading this movie, I said it was going to be a very obvious conflict, right? This black man wearing the stars and stripes. What does that mean for him being Captain America? We talked a little bit about this on Pantheon. Like they touched on it a bit in Falcon and Winter Soldier, and then they ran from it. I don't know if that was Malcolm Spellman's doing. I don't know if that was Disney's doing. Whoever's doing it was, you ran away from it. Mm-hmm. And what you did at that point is you made it that at any point that it does come up again, it's going to be taboo, because you didn't deal with it in the entire 6-part miniseries that you made for the man. You just wanted to show us that he was broke and that Bucky was about to buck his sister, right? And he had two nephews running around with no daddy, right? Yep. That's what you spent your time on. So now that Anthony Mackie is being a human being, literally parroting the same narrative that's not only set by Captain America as a character, right? Because Captain America, anti-establishment? Oh no! It's not like we didn't, bolster the second Captain America movie, the third Captain America movie, Captain America Civil War, to record numbers based off the idea that Captain America Steve Rogers is a fucking fugitive on the lam from the government because he doesn't want to sign up to something that the government has demanded him to do.
Yeah, I thought I did see something like Chris Evans said basically roughly the same exact thing.
Chris Evans said the same thing, but you know what he didn't do? He didn't run from it. See, Anthony Mackie said, "Oh well, I don't think it's exactly Captain America, and then he started talking about fucking green characters and fucking giraffes and shit. I'm like, man, you black, you black. There's an obvious conflict with black people in America and how that connects to our own personal patriotism and how we hold our national identities, right? Like that's a thing." Fam, y'all about to have the damn war veteran, the first Captain America, canonically in the MCU, taking a shot at the damn president in the beginning of the fucking movie. It is an obvious conflict that you're creating here.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have waited so long to deal with it. He shouldn't have been so soft on his answer, and he really shouldn't have had to double back and try to apologize for it. I defend the troops. Fam, the troops are not a prop to march out for you every time you need to apologize to the Patriots.
That's a fact.
They're not a prop for you to use every time you need to apologize to the nationalist in the room. It's not a thing.
The troops are fighting for your right to say certain things.
It also doesn't have anything to do with what we're talking about here. We're talking about a fictional character that you're playing. The fuck did the troops? What do they have to do with that? So again, this is an issue. It was always going to be a conflict when people see it visually. You asking black people in 2025 to go march in the theater and see Captain Red, White, and Blue, even if he's black. Like, the reason why that character worked so well in general is because he's not some ultra patriot, because he's not Agent Carter, because he's not, what was that dude's name? I always forget. I always want to call him John Carter. It's
U.S. agent.
Yeah, that guy, whoever his actual name is. But yet he's not him.
John Walker.
He's not John Walker. He's not a mindless tool to be used by the establishment, by the corrupt government, by oligarchs. He's a man with a mind of his own that represents the ideals of America. So for him to say Captain America doesn't necessarily only represent or even implicitly represent America goes along with what's already set up for the character. Now, could he have been more eloquent? Yeah, he should have stood on business. should have backed up what he was saying with his words, but he got into this mealy mouth. It's not about color, it's about the only reason why he doesn't I didn't like it all around.
Well, I mean, I will say it's probably a little tough for Anthony Mackie, considering he probably already feels like a certain group of people don't like him. A certain, I should say, percentage of Marvel fans probably already don't like him. So, like, walking things back in order to seem like what he said was a little bit more favorable doesn't surprise me. But again, yeah, he probably shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I didn't feel like it was really too out of left field. If you're going to say it, just say it. Say it. Stand on it.
Yeah.
Captain America is a patriot, but he also is not a tool. Captain America represents the idea of America, but doesn't always represent America. There are times where the ideals of the two run in conflict.
Mm-hmm.
Captain America is a moral barometer, right? He's the guy who doesn't let the Avengers cuss. So you can imagine within the U.S. government, there are probably some things that he just doesn't agree with and will never agree with and will never, pay his skill set to, for the simple fact that it's being ordered. That's what you say. That's why it's not America that you're necessarily representing with that shield. You're representing its people. You're representing its sick, its poor. You're representing the underrepresented.
He literally lectured the government at the end of
Falcon that shit that you have to do better, Senator. He should have got into that. He should have channeled that. You know what I mean? You people have to do better.
You people would have been crazy. Oh man. Sinners dropped a teaser, and I'll be honest with you, during this entire run, I've kind of been out on it. Looks okay. Looks pretty good.
Looking was never going to be the problem.
Looks pretty good.
Looking was never the issue. Looks great.
They kind of
very vibrant. I like whatever lens he got suggested to use. I like it.
I think somebody said that Christopher Nolan had to come on set to help Ryan Coogler shoot with a specific, I don't know if it was lens or what.
Shout out to the gems from Nolan, because it looks amazing. I still don't know what it's about.
That's true.
I still don't know what it's about. I don't know why Michael B. Jordan's playing a twin.
Great. Yeah. Looks good.
Haley Steinfeld's Southern accent is awful.
Shamik Moore is in shambles.
But everything else looks really good. I just don't know what it's about. Yeah. And you already know what my thing with Coogler is going to be. So it's not going to have much to do with the behind the lens work. That's always going to be above the bar.
Right.
Got to start getting to a point where we start asking more of people you start telling me is of a certain level, of a certain grade, right? Like a certain tier of director.
Mm-hmm.
It's more than just making it visually appealing. If that's the case, give me some more Michael Bay, baby. Give me some more Michael Bay. You feel me? Like if that's that's the bar.
I get it.
So let's see how the story unfolds. I will see it though. I'll definitely go see it.
I'm also intrigued because, as you've mentioned before, this is his first non-adaptation film, like something where he's not getting from other source material or real life, I guess. So, like, what does he do?
Okay. So, yeah, that is a good point. It's an original, right? He's not dealing with any adaptation. He's not dealing with established lore. So this is all him. This is all his thing. Now there's really no, I guess there's no reason to criticize the fact that it's overly personal. So then let's see what it is.
Yeah.
Let's see what it comes of. I think it's got some positive buzz. We were talking about how much money he would make. So Jordan Peele's
Get Out.
I think Get Out was his top. It was either Get Out or Us. One of those made $250 million.
Yeah. Get Out.
You think Ryan graces that with Sinners?
No. 250? 250 is hard. That's tough. I don't think so.
It's horror. It's a horror film.
Horror, not in October.
Or at very least, it's horror content. And it's a black director. I mean, let's just call it what it is. So
it does have a good amount of buzz, but I don't know if that's enough. Like, it has to be a really good movie
That movie looks like hot garbage. You talking about Sinners, Johnny?
It would have to be a really good movie, and people would have to go talk about it and then watch it multiple times.
Stamina caping for Haley Steinfeld. He said Haley's DNA is all over the map. Umar can cool his jets. Y'all trying to make Haley Steinfeld biracial?
Yikes. Yeah, Johnny said Get Out was an instant classic with the white versus black aspect.
What happened? I said not phenotypically. She'll never present than anything other than what you think Haley Steinfeld is.
Facts. Yeah, Get Out was an instant classic with the white versus black aspect. Yeah, I think Get Out was another movie that people found out it was great, and then they went and watched it again and again with other people.
I love that comparison, MoFly. From Dusk Till Dawn meets Idlewild. That's spot on. That's spot on. Because I said From Dusk Till Dawn when I seen the trailer, when I seen the first real trailer, I was like, this feels like Dusk Till Dawn. Like they about to walk into this juke joint and be stuck in there for like 2 days, and the whole movie's gonna be shot within that span. And that's I'm glad to see other people saw what I saw. There's potential there, man. I just want a tight script. I want a tight story.
Yeah.
And even when the story has kind of been halfway already set up for Coogler in certain instances, it hasn't always been a very neat presentation in terms of, you know, what we're saying, our motivations, what we're doing, you know, how things unfold. Yeah. So that's what I'm looking for.
For sure. Another teaser came out.
I thought I said my name on
there. No, I changed it. Another teaser came out. Your boy may be back. Jonathan Majors and the magazine Dreams teaser dropped, and I'm going to be honest with you, that also looked pretty fucking good. Like, I'm ready to see, hopefully, you know, what all the buzz is about, and, you know, hopefully we can get some sort of return for Jonathan Majors after this.
First of all, the man's going to do a phenomenal job in that movie.
Yeah.
Amazing talent. Amazing talent. Jonathan Majors acts circles around some of your faves. And nobody will admit it. People won't say it. They don't like him for a certain amount of reasons. That's okay. You cannot like the man. He acts circles around a lot of y'all's faves. And the thing about his comeback, if we're, you know, that's what we're dubbing it right at this point, he doesn't have to come out and bolster huge numbers. He's the type of actor that can put up good performances in smaller productions and create buzz, because that's the type of roles he picks. Right? He's going to be transforming into different people. He's not going to be typecast. He's not going to be in one type of role. Right? He's not going to be sitting there waiting for the next Marvel call for the rest of his life. I think Jonathan Majors has a chance to really write the course here in his career. And maybe we just treat that whole Marvel stint as a blip. You know,
no pun intended.
Very good. But yeah, no, I liked Magazine Dreams, the trailer. The fact that I don't know anything about this guy, the bodybuilder, and I'm still willing to go sit down in the theater to see it, will say something. That's for most viewers, because again, I don't think most people know the guy that he's portraying. So
yeah. And then, you know, there's been tweets with the teaser and things like that, and it seems like a lot of positive reception from people who want to see, you know, Majors do well. And it seemed like, at least for me, that was more so overwhelming than you know,
he got Kevin Hart to like making Good's post about it. And that ended up being a big thing. It's like, you don't even pay attention. At least I don't pay attention to shit like that, like who's liking, who's following who type shit.
Right.
But it's so funny that like they had to have not, you know, engaged with making social media for a number of months, or maybe even years, with this whole saga with Jonathan Majors, to the point that where he actually does engage again, it's noticed. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, that's how powerful all of that shit was when Disney kind of put that snake on him, especially from a person like Kevin Hart, who would think is very anti-cancellation, you know,
very brand conscious.
Yeah. Well, yeah, sure. And then also, you got to look at who picked it up. It's Zeus and Briarcliff.
Yeah.
So, like, where else? They only got so much of a budget. They can't have
So
too
much
much
of a range.
going on. Yeah.
I mean, the marketing is going to have to be dependent on Jonathan Majors.
Yeah.
And hopefully his potential redemption with this movie.
Zeus just using the movie to boost their subs. They don't care about Jonathan Major. I don't think they care. First of all, most studios don't give a damn about the actor beyond what he can provide for them. So it's mutually exclusive. He wants to have a black company associated with the production. That's a good look for him. Zeus gets their foot in the door at a major production in the Hollywood scene. That's a win for them. That's mutually exclusive or mutually beneficial, I should say.
Yeah.
The Estate of Superman creator Joseph Schuster is suing Warner Brothers Discovery and DC Comics, claiming it lacks the rights to release the up-and-coming summer tentpole in a handful of key territories. The plaintiff, Mark Warren Perry, executor of the estate, filed the suit today in federal court in the Southern District of New York. Why do people love to go there? It's like celebrity court. Southern District of New York is celebrity court.
Yeah.
You got a high-profile celebrity case. We going to New York. Drake, Trump.
Drake also sued in Texas too.
Anyways, where were we at? Seeking damages and injunctive relief for the defendants' ongoing infringement in Canada, the United Kingdom, Ireland. Okay, this sounds like hold on. Ireland, as well as declaratory relief in establishing the Schuster's estate ownership rights across relevant jurisdictions. So he's already suing in those other places, in the UK, Australia, Ireland, all of that. And because those cases are ongoing, he's saying that Warner Brothers doesn't have the right to release Superman this summer in those places. So he's trying to get an injunction. I get it.
Mr. YouTube says Schuster is dead. It might be his
estate.
Yeah,
his estate.
Yeah,
his estate. It's the executor of his estate.
Yeah. Yikes.
Yeah, I don't. Money, maybe this is over money. I couldn't, like you said, Schuster's passed. So
did they do the same thing for Cavill's?
Superman tariffs is crazy.
That is crazy.
What would you say?
Is that the same thing? Did they do the same thing for Cavill's Superman?
I don't think so. Or at least I don't remember hearing this story. I also wasn't doing this at the time. So
now, who knows?
Yeah, it's maybe a money thing.
Could be.
Netflix is replacing Little House on the Prairie. You want to hear my hot take on that? Or they're rebooting it. They're rebooting Little House on the Prairie.
Yes.
New live action series.
Hot take.
Not only will it debut in the top 5, probably top 3, but you will see significant subscriber growth in whatever quarter they release it in. Probably close to that what was that, 18 million subscribers that they just posted in quarter 4 of last year, 2024, something like that. Y'all don't understand what they're doing. There's still a large segment of the American public that sits up at that boo tube, pays their cable bill, and watches The Waltons, watches Little House on the Prairie, watches Matlock, watches all of that stuff.
This section is called West Virginia.
Wherever they at, they're about to flood Netflix. You telling me I can watch my Little House and all I gotta pay is $23.99? Well, my cable bill, my cable bill is about $90. Now they don't know anything else about Netflix. They don't know that they gonna get off a Little House on the Prairie and see a bunch of black people. Shh, that's the secret part, right? That's what the algorithmic setup for Netflix is for,
and
right?
See you people.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't be surprised if they go get the Equalizer from CBS. I wouldn't be surprised if they go get the Matlock reboot with Kathy Bates. I would not be surprised if they start stacking those titles together in some sort of section or of Netflix, the same way that they got all the other collections set up.
We're gonna turn Netflix
for the
into
geriatrics,
TV land.
for the old folks. I'm telling y'all. First of all, they watch the most TV of anyone in America. Them and children.
Yeah.
Them and children under 10 watch the most TV in America. Little House on the Prairie is still an extremely popular show decades after it's gone off air. Okay? They gonna break the doors open with these old folks. I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, so if they're going to do that, then they're also going to need to add soap operas.
Oh, it's coming.
Price is Right. And
They already got game shows, right? Don't they already have game shows on Netflix?
Yeah.
We already halfway
there.
there.
Have to get Prices Right.
We got game shows. We're already doing live TV. What stops us from airing the novelas in the middle of the day? What stops us from putting Young and the Restless, going and negotiating those contracts off of these local networks and putting it on Netflix from 1 to 3 every day of the week? Just like they own the local networks.
They
now.
need a Netflix version of Price is Right, or like a nighttime version of Price is Right.
It ain't gonna take them that long. It's not gonna take them that long.
They need Price is Right. They need Drew Carey. Price is Right.
Damn, Blockbuster, you should have just bought Netflix, bro.
Facts.
You should have just bought Netflix, bro.
Facts.
That's it for Behind the Cape this week. Go ahead and give us your thoughts on everything in the prompt below. Don't know why I can't talk. Like, share, subscribe. Come back next week for another Behind the Cape segment.
Absolutely. And like you said, make sure you subscribe. We've got, obviously, shit tons of Behind the Cape with rumors of TV, film. Make sure you check those out. Then, like you said, make sure you're here Thursday at 10 o'clock to see the next Behind the Cape. And make sure you're with us on the live stream.